Good afternoon and welcome to UBLUR TV. I'm your host, Brad Harmon. And today my guest is Richard Rizk with RizkLaw.com. Richard, how are you today?
Very good, Brad. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to join us. Now, Richard, you were recently recognized by the Far West Association in 2010 as their Safety Person of the Year. Why is a personal injury attorney like yourself such a strong advocate for skier safety?
Well, I mean, in addition to being an attorney, I am an avid skier. I've skied for about 30 years. I've been hurt. My friends have been hurt. I've had a few friends killed in ski and snowboard accidents. And so it's an issue that affects me personally.
So you have a strong sense to help there.
Yeah, I mean, it's an underserved market. There's not many attorneys who help people with ski injuries. The reason why is because there's an Oregon statute that generally immunizes ski resorts from ski liability, but that doesn't mean that someone else who hits you wrongfully, especially from behind, is not responsible for your injuries.
That's good to know. Now, what can be done to avoid skiing accidents?
Well, you know, the basic rule is that the downhill skier has the right of way. And, you know, it makes sense because the downhill skier cannot see the person that's behind him. And so the first rule would be watch who's below you. Watch how they're turning. Be aware of the rhythm of the person below you. And if you are, you can kind of anticipate which way they're going. Always ski under control, which means you can have the ability to stop. And if you can't stop, then you're skiing out of control. And ski within your limit. If you are a beginner, if you are a novice, don't try to ski triple black diamonds because you might not be able to control yourself, and the people below you might be in trouble.
That's good advice. So, if you're on the slopes, what should you do if you're hurt by someone, or if you've accidentally hurt someone? What should you do if you're the skier?
Well, the first thing you need to do is if you're the skier, you mean the skier that hits the other person. I mean,
sure.
If you're in either event, you need to stay at the scene. If you hit somebody, stay with that person who's been hit. Put your skis in a cross like an X behind uphill from the injured skier so that more people don't smash into him. Try to get the attention of ski patrol or ask skiers who ski by to tell ski patrol about the accident and wait there until they come. Then before you leave the ski resort, and this is a Oregon statute, you need to report the injury to the ski resort. And your name, and you fill out an accident report. Sometimes you're hurt so bad that you're not going to be able to do that. And if that's the case, you're required to inform the ski resort as soon as reasonably possible about the ski accident. You can phone that in.
That's good counsel, and I think that's very important for every skier to know and understand. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, if you did get hurt on the slopes, who's responsible for your medical bills?
Well, if someone who's skiing, just like in a car accident, if someone who does not have the right-of-way hits you, or someone who is skiing out of control hits you, that person who does not have the right-of-way is ultimately responsible for all your damages, including pain and suffering and your medical bills. It's a little bit different than in a motor vehicle accident. For example, in Oregon, everybody who has auto insurance in Oregon has to have a minimum of $15,000 in no-fault medical insurance. Not so in ski accidents. So I found this from representing people. I mean, if you don't have health insurance, it's going to be difficult to get those medical costs paid for. I work with hospitals and medical providers to get them to not collect on their balances and work out deals where they can hold off on collection until the case can be settled.
That's good to know. So if you know someone that's been hurt, if you yourself have been hurt, or someone you know or care about has been hurt on the slopes, and they think they can use help from you, what can you do for them?
Well, first of all, we try to find the person who's at fault, and sometimes the person at fault reports the accident to the ski resort. Other times they don't, and if they don't, we have to conduct an investigation to try to figure out who this person is. Sometimes we're skiing with a group, and we figured out who someone is through group ski club photos. Also, nowadays ski resorts have tracking systems, and they can tell where skiers are on the mountain at any particular time because their ski lift tickets are a scanning device. So there's many ways to identify as the skier at fault. Of course, it's much easier if we have the skier's name and contact information provided by the injured party. So that's why, if you are hit by somebody, it's important to get their contact information at the scene before they take off.
That's good to know. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, if someone is watching this program and they've been hurt by another skier and they would like some help from you, what's the easiest way for them to get started?
Well, just call me up. I'll be happy to talk about the situation. My number is 503-245-5677, and if you want to email me, that's fine too. I respond to all emails personally. My email is rich, R-I-C-H, at the number on the screen, or the letters on the screen, rizklaw.com. That's R-I-C-H at RIZKLAW.com.
Thank you for sharing that with us. And we'd like to thank you, the viewer, for joining us on UBLUR TV. Enjoy the ski slope safely, but if you do get hurt while skiing, you can get help from Rich at 503-245-5677. Thank you for joining UBLUR TV, and we hope that we'll see you again soon.